Mr. Speaker, have we had enough yet? The American people are fed up with partisan games and procedural gimmicks. They see right through it, and they're demanding we come together and get the government back to work today. If the Speaker of the House is so sure that the votes for a clean funding bill are not there, he should call the vote to prove it to the American people. Except he won't do that, because everyone in this chamber knows that the Senate-passed continuing resolution would clear this House in a heartbeat and end this Tea Party-fueled dream of government collapse. Now, today the majority has decided that the government function they want to give political cover to is border security. Border security obviously wasn't very high on their list. We've had to wait 10 days before they got around to it. And of course the question remains, why didn't they think more about border security, or cancer research, or the national parks, or women's and children's nutrition when they were shutting the government down in the first place last Monday? 10 days late and billions of dollars short, you might say. As someone who's worked for years in a bipartisan spirit to secure our nation's border, I certainly appreciate that border security is one of the most sensitive and dangerous areas of the budget with which to play partisan political games. But I have to ask, what about the many other critical Homeland Security functions that this bill wouldn't do anything to fix, including protecting our nation from cyber attacks, for example, or keeping our aviation and mass transit systems safe, or funding the Secret Service, or developing the next generation of explosive detection technology? We cannot continue to pick winners and losers by providing temporary funding for government services, operations, and personnel. This piecemeal approach to governing is failing our constituents and failing our economy. The only solution is to reopen the entire federal government by calling up the clean funding bill passed by the Senate. Mr. Speaker, last week we were told by Republican leaders not to worry. Furloughed employees should stand by, they said, while the House votes to open the government one news cycle at a time. Well, the American people's livelihoods can't wait for another news cycle. We're tired of waiting. We're tired of this charade. Let's dispense with this political theater. Let's get back to our basic job description. Keep the government open. Pay the country's bills, and negotiate a comprehensive budget plan that lifts sequestration, revives our economy, and secures our fiscal future. The first step is a clean continuing resolution. Let's do that today. With that, I reserve the balance.